I met Andy Elliott because I went to Arizona. I paid $7,000 for a front row seat, and it was a great time. Dude, the guy has fire in his eyes. He literally looks like a lion. Like, I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, so if you think about like Samson in the Bible or David, like look at his eyes. And he does cuss. He's getting better, but there's a lot of great qualities that I love about him. Look at him. I'm even taller, and I don't look too small compared to him either. So I thought that was pretty great. But I'm a believer in Andy Elliott, so I get his emails. But I got an email recently that took me to this landing page. So I know of Andy more than other people do, but I know there's a lot of people on his email list, and they're getting sent to this landing page. Isn't bad, right? Not too terrible, right? But this is it. It's made in Go High Level for sure. I mean, you got this weird, image looking thing that's scrunched a little bit, and you got this guy, which is nowhere mentioned on any of the copies, so it's kind of confusing. I forget his name. I totally know his name though. I'm just drawing a blank right now, but he's a great guy. Not like the best, like big bold benefit, or like if I don't know Andy too well, maybe I'm on the email list. I don't know if this would persuade me per se. Even if I do know Andy, maybe it wouldn't. But there's a lot of good things here. So I went ahead and I created a totally new landing page that's going to convert 2 to 3 to 4 times better, guaranteed. So if you're watching this, Andy, or anyone from the Elliott group, please hit me up. I'll give you the link so you can try it next time you do one of these total recreation. Up at the top here, you have this kind of weird, this is the eyelash section. Attention, you're calling out your audience, right? And then register for total recreation. Well, I don't know what total recreation is. I'd have to read this, which is not bad. It's right here. But it's not just it's not attention getting, right? Completely rebuild who you are. So the business, body, and marriage and life you actually want finally become possible. Yeah, that's not too bad. Join Andy Elliott, right? There's not too much intrigue though. It's interesting, but I think we could turn it up. The CTA button's pretty dang small. Now, if you go here, right, it's a little bit better, right? Maybe just a little bit, right? It's kind of the same information, right? But it's not. It could be better. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I did here. Okay, so you scroll down, right, kind of basic, but check out this guy. Check out this. So what if we led with this? Free live training for business owners and entrepreneurs. That's the call out right then and there. You have this little blinking dot. And then what if we had a headline that said something like this? That was interesting. 9-figure CEO agrees, right? So, you don't have to mention Andy Elliott right now from the start. You got the logo, you got the brand. Agrees to hand over his entire total recreation system on a free 90-minute Zoom. Kill the version of you that's been losing for years and finally build the body, business, and marriage you actually want. And this is before you even scroll down too much, right? And then you say, hey, free bonus included, $1,000 gift unlocked on the next page. Here's the event. On the other page, you actually had to go over and literally click here and it's like, oh, free bonus gift. Okay, well, why didn't I know about that like beforehand, right? And as you scroll down, it's a full name, phone number, and then save my spot. And then some way to get people to be like, oh, scarcity. Hey, spots are filling up as of today's date. Today's date is May 6th, right? It has blinking, right? Even something as simple as that. I think this is, you tell me in the comments or whatever, is that way more interesting, not only visually, but on the word side? You tell me. We could go a lot of different directions, but I thought this was an unique angle. But as you go down here, you need to tell the story of what you mean by total recreation. For people who don't know him very well, or even people like me who spent $7,000, I need a refresher, right? Influenced over 100 million people in 176 countries. Possibly the most life-changing 90 minutes you'll ever sit through. Ever. And it's a picture of him looking all good. From the desk of Andy Elliott, sunny Arizona, right? They kind of do this here, right? Which is pretty good. This is kind of the sales letter. But it's all kind of all over the place, and I don't know if I really want to read this too much. Honestly, it kind of looks like AI generated in some way. And then the image over here is just weird. But if you keep going down here, it's like, hey, dear friend, like, if you want to build the body, and the bank account you've always wanted, I have some bad news for you. Oh, it's going to take total recreation. It's going to take work. That's one of Andy Elliott's sales tactics right there, is tell the bad stuff right up front, right? Get people involved. Be like, hey, this is not going to be easy, but here's what's going to happen. Good news is I can guide you. I was just 19 it was just 19 years ago when I was sick of watching the rest of my life rot quietly in the background. I was done being the terrible. Like, this is a story I want to read. And look, 2007, broke, fat, depressed. 2026, lived my best life. In this free training, it will be the most important 90 minutes you ever spend in front of the screen. You're giving intrigue. You're trying to pump it up. You know, my name is Andy Elliott. You might think you know me, but you probably don't. So this is kind of the slippery slide copywriting technique that's known a lot, and I'm trying to make you read here's some of my story. Like, each word was written for a purpose, right? Now it's not all perfect, but look at this, right? By 19-year-olds, I was the #1 producer in my state. Right? Let's tell the story. I had to burn the old me to the ground. Make it skimmable. This is very skimmable so far, don't you think? Tell me if I'm wrong. This is very skimmable. As I scroll down here, I see some headlines. I see visual things that stimulate me, so it's not just this too big a line of text. Get some images of the old hymn, right? What's going on? I almost lost everything, right? And then highlights. The man I was the man I was built for, the life I had. He was not built for the life I wanted, right? The man I was built for the life I had, not the man I wanted, right? So I had to kill him, right? Spent a lot of money on self-development. Andy, no one does that. No one rebuilds. Like, this is objection handling right here in the sales letter. So as you keep going down, right, you think it's a lot of text, but people are just skimming. And if they're not going to read it, okay? But the rest, they're not going to read it for a reason. Great. They're going to look at a couple things here and be like, okay, do I trust? Do I align on the belief system here? Do I feel like I can recreate? Can I not? Everything that they don't read, they'll fill everything else in with trust, because like, oh, wow, someone really took time to write this, right? And then we get into like crying like a child, like, what the heck? This is a lot of text, but then it's like total recreation. I use the exact same system to do this, save my spot. You keep going. Like, here's just some of the mere fraction of the gold that you'll find in this training, right? These cards. It's very interesting to me, right? Look at all this stuff you're going to learn. Who needs this total recreation system? All the bullet points. Get on the Zoom. Your wife and your kids is final call to action. Your wife, your kids, your family, they need you to become a better man. Save my spot. Okay, so what happens when you save your spot? You go up here to the top, all right? So we're not done here, right? We're not done here, right? Check this box. I want to know more information for you, but for the people. Like, wait, before you go, I need a couple more details before you're confirmed, right? Which one of you sounds like the most your situation right now? Like, who are you? Business owner? Okay, great. What did you earn last year? Under 50K. Which one of these is costing you, more right now? Most right now. Marriage, relationships, money isn't where it needs to be, right? Right now, are you actually doing the work? How ready are you to actually do the work? I'm done. I'll do whatever. Right? This gauges, and he can test to see where his audience is, right? Maybe they're like, I'm motivated, but I keep starting and stopping, right? And look, it's like question 5 of 5. So I'm getting more information. I'm pulling more information to make it super personal, right? The right program came along. What could you invest in it? Ooh, I'm not sure yet. Okay, boom. Now you're in. Add it to your calendar. Confetti. Look at this. Subscribe. Like, this is how you nurture leads. This is how you get more information. And now, Andy, the team, you guys are killing it. But what if you could kill it 10% more, 5% more, right? With less effort. I build lead magnets. I build nurture systems that book more meetings. So if you want this, I will literally give this to you to test out for free. And you can try it on the next one. All right. See you guys later.